And you always see these videos where it's like, we quit our job and we're gonna go travel the world, and then they have like this $100,000 Sprinter van decked out with another couple $100,000 worth of stuff, and then they just go travel, like they get on planes and they take their van off, and it's just like, where are they getting this money from? Same day, same hours, and I got a burrito. Okay, number one way I've thought about trying to make money so I can travel, start a t-shirt business. And I don't mean like sell t-shirts like merch. Like there is a t-shirt company called Becker Supply Co. It's really cool, and they sell very basic kind of van lifer outdoorsy supply t-shirts, and I really like them, and I like the concept of that. So I thought about kind of having my own thing, and I even worked on some designs, and I'm not completely turned off to the idea. I just ran out of the time to do it, and I don't know, kind of worried about putting a lot of time and energy into it only for it to just not make enough to actually be able to afford to travel if I was with my JK, which is why I would probably attempt it again if I had my YJ, because I wouldn't have payments, but $600 a month payment scares me for trying to start a t-shirt business. Another way that I've thought about trying to make money, you ever notice when I'm driving in the Jeep and I'm recording, it's just so shaky? I apologize for that. Was basically to just do DoorDash. It worked for me in the past. I was able to make enough money to stay afloat, you know, nothing crazy, but I figured it was still something that I could do, and probably more comfortably in this JK if I was gonna do it. The problem is still that missing link. That $600 a month for this, I cannot afford. Not while I'm traveling, at least. I was lucky enough to try to make $600 a month doing DoorDash to begin with. And if I was going to be mostly spending my time doing DoorDash in local areas, I would not be able to make enough money. It also would kind of backtrack on the whole concept of being able to like go on adventures and stuff on the weekends. Coffee acquired. So another possible option that I've considered is basically jumping job, you know, going from job to job, different states. For example, you go to Moab, Utah, and you get a job there and you work there for a while, and then you go to Colorado and you get a job there and you work for a while. The first problem is, if I wanted to do that with Kai, I would have to try to find a place for him to stay while I was working, and which means I'd probably have to pay for a shelter or something to take care of him, or like a doggy daycare, and those are really expensive. I looked into it while I was in Moab trying to find, there was lots of supposed potential work, but it was going to kind of balance out. I was going to end up basically coming out even, making nothing, because I was going to be having to take Kai to a daycare and then having to work a job. It wasn't going to work. The second problem is that I would have to try to find work, and even though like lots of places say they're hiring, it's a lot harder to get hired than it might sound, unless you have skills on another level. And most of my skills are in like my YouTube channel, my marketing, my videography, and there's not a lot of like jobs that hire looking for that. Most of that stuff is a very like narrowed down niche, and it's like who you know and stuff. So you know, for me, I always thought it would make sense to try to improve my skills on the video marketing, social media platform. Some of the best skills you could possibly know if you're going to try to do van life and do the job jumping would be like a nursing job, some kind of like home maintenance is really good, cleaning like homes if you want to do any of that. Gonna spend most of your times like at a national park and cleaning cabins and stuff, or doing maintenance on them, or cleaning parks. And I do think it'd be cool to be able to like pick up trash around parks and stuff. I definitely think it'd be a way to kind of be in nature and also feel like I'm contributing to, you know, cleaning parks. But still, the problem is they won't let you do that with a dog. So I wouldn't work with Kai. Got off work early. With context, that sticker's awesome. Without context, I just have a sticker on the side of my Jeep that says nap time. Editing videos for people. Now, I have a few reasons why I don't think this will work. My biggest one is every time I try to find a video editing job, it always demands that you know how to use Premiere Pro, and I don't know how to use Premiere Pro. I have Premiere Pro, but I don't know how to use it. I guess I could learn how to use Premiere Pro, but I would just rather use the software that I'm comfortable with, and I don't understand the demand for Premiere Pro. Anyway, it's a great platform, like, no doubt, but there's lots of professionals out there that use other editing softwares, so I don't understand the demand. I'm not entirely turned off to this idea, I just haven't found a way. I've been trying actually to use the connections I do have. There's some people I'm in contact right now trying to see if I could work out a way where I could edit videos for them and make money. But as far as that, I'd need more stability. I'd need to like have somebody who I know is going to consistently send me stuff where I can go and edit the videos for them. Needless to say, I'm not completely turned off to this idea. It just hasn't worked out for me yet. I have tried. Bye guys. Have a good night. Oh, it's raining outside. Making YouTube videos. Here it goes. The knock, 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 knock. Oh, it didn't do it. Maybe we won't get a knock, 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 knock. That's pretty cool. I deserve that. YouTube videos. I feel like it's kind of obvious and I shouldn't have to keep explaining. So YouTube videos just basically don't work. What else is there? Oh, I guess I should probably elaborate. YouTube videos don't work because the people... The way YouTube works is you get paid a small percentage, and this is only after monetization. And for example, I made a grand total of $300 last year from YouTube, and that's for a whole year. So yeah. If I was lucky when I was traveling and living in my Jeep, I made $100 a month. Count an extra $100 if you're including my Patreon, which was like $50 worth of that were from two of my very close friends / supporters, and that was always kind of uncomfortable. I guess it wasn't a lot of money for a monthly payment, but still, it always felt weird when you were close to the people who were supporting you. What else was there? All right, the only other way I can think of that I've thought about making money from, either making videos for people or taking photos and posting them online. But either way, neither seemed like a really sustainable option. Similar to the YouTube one, not to say it wouldn't work, but it just seems like it'd be a lot of work to do with a dog. Once again, the dog issue. So I'm kind of at a loss. I would like to really have a job that's self-sustaining, and that's always been the biggest challenge. And if you look up, like, it's always kind of insulting but also amusing when you see someone who is traveling and they are like vanlifers, usually is a very typical one, and like what they're doing for work. And you always see these videos where it's like, we quit our job and we're gonna go travel the world, and then they have like this $100,000 Sprinter van decked out with another couple $100,000 worth of stuff, and then they just go travel. Like, they get on planes and they take their van off, and it's just like, where are they getting this money from? And I don't like the idea of working and saving up just to travel. It doesn't make sense to me, because there's people out there who are in their 20s or early 30s who are able to travel self-sustaining in a very expensive van and find a way to do it and make money while they're doing it. That's where I want to be. And I don't want to be like a truck driver or find a job that allows me to travel, but only when it's on the terms of the people who are paying me. I want to find a way where I get to call the shots and I get to travel and it works around my schedule. And not to like not work, but to find a way where I can work doing what I love. And isn't that what everybody wants to do? I just feel like the difference is I'm looking for a way to do that. And a lot of people just say that's not how life works. This video might have sounded very deterring to some people if they're watching it for inspiration, but I wouldn't say call it off, because this is more of like why I think my suggestions wouldn't work. But that's not to say it doesn't work, because for some people these suggestions have worked, and a lot of these were because I have a dog. So if some of these you're good at, try them out. They probably will work. And if any of you are travelers watching this or have traveled in the past, what did you do? And would you do it again, or would you try something else? Because I mean, I did do DoorDash and it did work, but it wasn't my favorite option. But I would do it again. And I have some friends who went and they got paid to stay at campsites. Coolworks is a good place for that. I don't think I would love staying in one spot that long. I think I would get bored of it and end up kind of getting tired of it. But for some people, just being able to chill in one spot and getting paid for it, that's pretty cool. So I guess it just depends. Different taste. I'm gonna find a way to do this. Oh yeah, also check this out. Right now, this is all the camping stuff. Well, there's some other stuff here. This is Kai's toy and some video game stuff. But remember this whole mess? I'm clearing it up. There's still some stuff in the living room that I need to go through, but almost everything in the living room just needs to go to the garage and then from there be organized. But this is almost all camping stuff, so I'm starting to kind of get it wrapped up on stuff. Tomorrow, there is a Rigs and Coffee event. Awesome. So, Calvary Overland event tomorrow. That's what I'm doing. And then we're going to take a look at Bonita and see what's going on with her. And then we're going to install a lift on the JK if we have the chance. So, looking forward to that tomorrow. And that'll be what's happening tomorrow. Let's see if I can wake up at 5 o'clock because it's a weekend. Because I have some stuff that I kind of want to advertise deep sleep on my Jeep. Deep sleep for Jeep. Being advertised.